You were talking about a lot of money that you could save by just knowing some of these red flags. Chris Basso with Carfax. Got to tell you, Carfax has helped us tremendously with this. They brought in this vehicle right here, was actually in Hurricane Harvey, water all the way up to here. And what Carfax did for us, Chris, you explain it because you can explain it better than I can. So tell me what you guys did.
Well, really simply, we cleaned this up to show how flood cars can be cleaned up to look like any used car that's out there and dupe people into spending thousands more than they actually should.
One of the obvious signs we said red flags to look for right away, look at the lights. You can look right here in these lights. This is still, as Chris explained, water from Hurricane Harvey in the lights, but not all are this obvious. So we're going to show you, go right underneath the steering wheel. And Chris, explain to us what we see there.
Yep, so some of the not so obvious signs are going to be inside the car, especially here underneath the steering column. All that metal that you can probably see there is rusted out, and that usually doesn't happen unless water got inside the car.
Okay, so definitely it's an easy thing to do. If you're checking out a car, look right underneath the steering wheel there. Another not so obvious, pop the hood. Is that what they should be doing?
Definitely want to pop the hood. And there's several places you can look. Two we recommend: look inside the fuse box, take the fuses out, see if you can see any rust or corrosion that's on the fuses, like this one right here. You can see that corrosion there. So that electrical system is probably going to short out sooner than you want it to, obviously. And then also look for silt or mud that's still sitting in the car. Even though this engine was power washed, that's still silt from Hurricane Harvey that's still sitting there.
And that's what's important to note. You guys cleaned, you paid someone to clean out this car to make it look like it wasn't in a flood. And this is what people could be doing, people selling cars that are trying to pass off the car's not flood damage to make it look like it's fine.
That's right. And there are some telltale signs, but what you really want to do is consult the experts, like Carfax and your mechanic. If you're worried about buying a flood damaged car, you can go to carfax.com/flood, check for free for any reported flood damage from us, and have a mechanic inspect the car before you buy it. It's usually about $100 to do it. It's well worth the money paid.
And so if you see any of these red flags, if the mechanic, if they won't let you, if the car dealer, the person selling car won't let you take it to someone else, that's another red flag. Maybe there's more going on.
That's probably the biggest red flag that you're going to get. If they're not willing to let you take the car, if they're not willing to give you the VIN to check the Carfax, those are all red flags. Probably not a car you want to buy, and probably not a person you want to buy from.
And I learned this today. I thought they had to tell you it was flood damage, but you said they don't have to tell you, correct?
If it's reported as flood damage by a DMV, they have to disclose that information.
Okay, so they do have to disclose it. Okay, so they do have to disclose it, but these are people who might trying to hide it.
Correct.
Alrighty, well, wealth of information. Thank you for bringing this car. Actually was in Hurricane Harvey, and now you cleaned it up, making it, unless you know those telltale signs, you wouldn't know about it.
Exactly. Important information to protect yourself.
Alrighty, well, thank you. So Steve and Tisha, there you go. A lot to look for when you're heading out looking for new cars, because there's thousands of these cars here in our North Carolina area.